The King's Battlefield. We finally get a Touya point of view. Oh my goodness. I totally forgot that there were point of views in this game. It's been so long.
I wonder if the depths of my sins are responsible for the current situation. We can't match their numbers.
Oh, look at this. I love this. I love this screenshot right here. This is great. Auri, it's been a hot minute.
Ruse King Auri, please put your sword away and listen to your sister. Says the guy who violated her. No, we are... You violated her and forced her to write that letter. You are a vile, evil man. Be judged with grace. Ugh. The Rus army, with the help of the Western continent, crossed the border with a greater threat than we expected. Moreover, the young Rus king, who leads the army, has tremendous military strategy and swordsmanship, and the enemy army is gaining momentum as if inspired by his valor. Surin's army, who is in charge of the right and left flanks, is also being pushed back. I have to hold out somehow until that report comes in.
Report?
Once retreating from the Tatag Plains, we would have no choice but to go to the royal capital for a siege battle, which is why everyone was desperate. However, the Nasla army and my own physical strength have reached our limits against the enemy army and their superior numbers. I was already wounded in the arm even before I faced off the Rus King Auri, and blood was dripping from my cut flesh. Gah! My arm, which has been weakened by pain and bleeding, cannot withstand the onslaught, as the handle of the sword comes flying out of my hand. The sword flew through the air, slashing the sky, eventually stabbing into the distant ground.
Oh, please. Naala, grab that sword, block Auri's strike, save your boy. It'll make for an amazing CG, trust me.
Ugh. Die! Gah! I twisted and tried to dodge, but the shallow part of my flesh was ripped open. I tried not to fall down, and put all my strength into my legs as fresh blood splattered on the ground. He swings at me again, and I just backwards, narrowly avoiding it by a hair's width. You still have the power to run, coward! I just want you to listen! I have nothing to talk about with you! Pay for your sins! Gah! The only way to stop his onslaught is to use a spear that had fallen nearby. As I thought that, I stepped on a stone as I retreated and lost my balance. There's no way the Rus King missed that momentary opening. Ugh! I could see the Rus King swinging his sword in slow motion. As I looked up at the gleaming blade, my heart was filled with the fear of death, impatience, and resignation. Atonement. A life of atonement. My brother died because of me. Frightened by my sin and full of regret, I found meaning in continuing to live as my brother.
He really did not die because of you. He died because of your father.
That's why. Being told to die to atone, well, that's quite natural. What came to mind was a self-mocking smile. Die and atone for my sister! Ugh. The moment I sort of gave up on my life, I opened my eyes to the scream of the Rus King. A dazzling gold light flashed in my mind. It was the color of my queen, my beloved.
It's not just in your mind, boo. I know she's there. I know she is. I know she got there in time.
Can I atone for her with my death?
Why? Why won't you say you'll definitely come back? Wouldn't it be okay to make a promise in this kind of situation? My husband can only be you, standing before me. Touya!
Idiot. I can't atone. I can't die yet!
Oh dang, no, he's gonna save his own butt. Okay, sure. I just want my girl to, like, get in there and save her boy. That's all I want, alright? So sue me.
I rolled on the ground, but was stabbed in the shoulder by the tip of the sword.
Have I heard this music before? If I have, it's been a long time.
Putting both soles of my feet on the ground, my face twisted in pain, a late reaction to the gouging of my flesh. Oh. The Roost King, whom I narrowly avoided, sneered and twisted his mouth somewhat gleefully. From the moment our swords met, I thought my sister had been beguiled by this rotten-eyed man who seemed to have given up on everything. But it seems like I need to change my mind. You've got pretty good eyes. You should know! When two kings fight, it is considered tactless for other warriors to interfere. That's probably why there was a circular space only around us.
Ah. Interesting.
In the center of this ironic stage, the Roost King exudes a quiet anger from his entire body, and points the tip of his sword at me.
How long do you think my sister was at my side? The moment I saw it, I knew that handwriting belonged to my sister.
Then why?
Why? You would ask why.
Could you stay calm having been deprived of your beloved bride?
And the man I clashed swords with was a coward.
Yes, I am a coward. I was a coward.
How did you trick my stubborn sister?
I didn't deceive her.
I wonder. My poor sister must have been sweet-talked and deceived by you. If I bring her back, she'll come to her senses.
I'm sorry, but I must deny that.
What?
No matter how much I apologize, it won't make you feel any better. But your sister and I love each other. Even if you bring her back, she won't be yours. No. She belongs to no one. My queen is as stubborn as you say, but she loves me more than anyone else.
I like that. I like that that's what he rebutted with, not that she'll never be yours, she's always mine. He went from like the mine mentality to she belongs to no one, but she loves me more than anybody. Love that.
Speaking frankly, my heart cleared up like the blue sky. Yeah, that's right. Naala can't be happy with anyone else. Even if I died, I can never allow that. My older brother would have sincerely said to be happy. That's not like me, it's just plain tough. She, Naala, is my queen, and mine alone.
Okay. Or he's still on the mine train, but it's fine.
What terrible arrogance. Yeah. It's a wonder why my greedy self thought I could give up. My apologies, Roost King, but I can never let her go, even if I die. Such foolishness. Unfortunately, I'm dead serious. That's why I can't die here. I have to live, even if I regret my existence, even if I live on pitifully. You... That's why I'll ask you again. Would you build a new future for the continent with me? To create a world where our beloved person can live? Absurd. Absurd.
Such nonsense! The future of this continent, what? You robbed me of my future with her, and I'm supposed to... with you! Ugh. The princess's battlefield. That's more like it. If my weakness has caused the current reality, I will protect him, even if I have to use myself as a shield. Yeah, there she is! I wish you had grabbed the sword, though. I appreciate you using the body, but you could have, like, you know, clashed swords. Would have been really cool. it! I ran between them, prepared to even be cut down. I spread my hands out as wide as possible and protected Touya behind me.
Naala?
The glowing blade stops just short of touching my forehead, and Auri, his eyes wide with astonishment, drew his sword.
How did you...
Stop, Auri! Don't kill my husband!
He's tricked you! You're confused because you were kidnapped.
No, I haven't been deceived or confused. I love Touya. Killing him is the same as killing my soul. With my eyes fixed squarely on my beloved brother-in-law, I gently placed my finger on the sharp blade of the sword. The tip of the blade was slightly blurred, perhaps due to my turmoil.
Move! If you don't, you'll be cut down as a traitor! Stop, Naala!
I will not. Your heart, that came to save us without any regard for danger, is irreplaceable. If you truly believe me to be a traitor, then thrust your sword forward. And if you don't, then think about the future of this continent. If we lose this person now, the coming future and the country will be in ruin. Women will be apprehensive forever.
You're telling me, who loves you, to kill you.
I love you too. You have always been my dear brother.
Brother, you evaluate me too highly. Now and before, I've only been able to see you. My dream was for you to become my princess, have my child, and for us to live together happily. That's what I wanted from a long time ago. I loved you so much that I didn't need anything else. I couldn't do anything else. I loved you!
Auri.
That's why. I'm going to kill him. And I'll bring the other women back!
The tip of the blade, wet with Touya's blood, is held against my throat. I heard Touya try to stand up behind me, but he must have lost too much blood as he sank to the ground, moaning. Auri!
Silence! If it comes to this, I'll have 100 men separate you and tear him to shreds! Everyone! Kill this man! This scoundrel who stole my princess away!
No! Stop! At Auri's signal, the soldiers, who had been watching the situation, all came running up to him at once. They were going to attack us regardless of tactlessness. I saw bows being drawn at Touya quickly, so I swiftly stepped forward. Touya! The impact I was waiting for never came. Terrified, I opened my eyes.
Gah!
Touya? He'd covered for me in an instant, as I saw an arrow penetrating deeply into Touya's arm. Wounded as much as he is, if he bleeds out any more, he's going to die. Touya! 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 I wanted to protect him, but he ended up protecting me again. I embraced his body while crying, as he groaned. The Rus soldiers, who were gaining momentum, seemed puzzled by Touya's and my actions.
Why? Why? Do I need a reason to protect my beloved queen? Rus King, if you want to kill me, do so. However, you must stop firing arrows. You'll hurt the queen.
Please, Auri, pull your forces back. Where did you come from? What? I swear, if Uru was like, "Go, ladies, into the fray," I'm gonna lose my mind. That would be incredible. We ask you as well. Solana? How on earth? I'm sorry for being late. She smiled at me as I froze in astonishment. Behind her were women who, like Solana, had found love in Nasla. Everyone's painfully serious eyes were focused on Auri.
Please, Lord Auri, please don't rob us of our loved ones.
What are you saying? Didn't the Nasla men assault you?
Nothing of the sort. Not even once. We have only just loved each other.
Even if that's true, I cannot forgive this.
Then, we will also ask the same. Dang. Shalu? Backing me up? When she had a chance to, see Touya die horribly here? We did get our friend back, yay! Shalu! Behind Shalu, who came later, were the women who wanted to return to Roos. Confused as to how they got here, as I opened and closed my mouth in confusion. There he is! You get the Bro VIP award for this route. I was not expecting any of it, but you are amazing. Thank goodness we made it in time.
Uru! Did you bring everyone?
Yes. It took a little while to successfully guide everyone here.
But you, having done something like this...
It's fine. Even if I am executed, I want Her Majesty to live together happily with His Majesty. I am on your side.
Oh, Uru.
Lord Auri, please withdraw your forces. The Nasla King and the country he's trying to create are necessary for our future.
Even you will cover for him!
It's not him I'm covering for. He selfishly kidnapped us and dreams foolishly of eliminating the rot. Honestly, I can't count how many times I wanted to kill him myself.
If that's the case, then...
I've always wanted to return to Roos. But I don't want to live in fear. We want to go back to a Roos without the rot. I feel that's possible with this selfish man and his selfish ambitions. If you kill the Nasla King now, a different person will take his place. And that new king will most certainly continue to abduct women.
Then we just have to eliminate Nasla in this battle.
I hate to say it, but Nasla's national power is above that of Roos. Even borrowing power from the West, I don't think you can eliminate them in this battle. If that happens, then Nasla will retaliate with their new king. This is our advice, as we've been in the middle of hostile territory. And simply... Shalu glanced at Solana. With that alone, Solana approached Shalu as if she sensed it, and took mine and Shalu's hands. It was the first day we'd held hands since we'd been separated from each other that day.
We
want to help her wish to come true.
You too. If you're going to kill her as a traitor, then kill me too.
Me as well. The group's back together. Yay. Aw, that makes me happy. The women line up one by one, creating a wall between the two armies, who are too startled to make the slightest move. Look at all the women coming together, forming a wall. That's amazing. Auri choked up at the terrifying sight and looked from one end to the other with wide open eyes.
Please! We still need the Nasla King. Please, His Majesty, don't kill Lord Touya.
Everyone.
With the sparks of war still flying, the entire grassland was silent. It was so quiet that it was hard to believe that we were in the middle of a battle.
I could curse your luck, Touya, Nasla King.
Eventually, a mumble spilled out of Auri's mouth. Then he silently pulls on the reins of his horse and starts to go in the opposite direction from us. Auri? I stare at his back as he leaves, stunned. His body on the horse swayed as a long hand was extended toward the heavens.
We're withdrawing! We will return to Roos! Your Majesty, what about the West? The Nasla king will pay up. He seems to have more money than he knows what to do with.
Auri laughs ironically, turns around and squints.
Isn't that right, Nasla king? I owe you one. I don't buy it!
Fools.
Look closely. The Western army is already starting to retreat. Why? It must be the famous ghost fox of rumor. He's probably sipping tea in the West as we speak.
Oh god, that's where he went! That's my boy Noel! He is probably sipping tea as we speak. Oh, well done, that man. Huh? Could it be Noel? To think, the highest-ranking member of the Assembly would go alone into a country that's supporting an enemy. I can't imagine what kind of negotiations they must have had.
Even if we win here, I can see what happens next. Let's turn back while we still can. Yes! You owe me one, Nasla King Touya. I shall carve it upon my chest, along with the many wounds you gave me with your sword. Yes, do so. Shalu, what will you do?
I will stay here for a while. Please take the others who want to return with you.
Got it.
Shalu? Don't worry, I'm definitely going back someday. But someone's gotta watch over this wounded king until he keeps up his end of the bargain. Is that really okay? It is. I'm not doing it for you. This is completely for my sake. And that also doesn't mean I intend to stay with you forever. Don't get me wrong there. I'm still happy that we can still be together. Huh.
Naala.
Yes.
At least come around to show me your child. Perhaps she can be my bride.
Whoa! What? Auri, that is unhinged. You're literally taking a whole bunch of women back with you. Just pick somebody else. Don't wait for your ex-fiance's daughter to grow up. That's unhinged.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's the only appropriate response. What?
Goodbye, my dear sister. Let's meet next at the negotiations table.
Auri jokes and laughs. Yeah, I hope it's a joke. After laughing, he gave the signal to withdraw and kicked the horse's belly.
Get a move on, everyone! Don't fall behind the West! Yes!
Auri. As I looked down at his fluttering brown hair, I was reminded of how much I was loved. I let go of that hand and took Touya's hand. I ruminate on the meaning and the weight of the choice in my heart. Thank you, Auri. The hands on top of mine from the side squeezed back tightly. I felt that the setting sun would take all the sadness away with it. Final chapter. The crimson flower that unites rather than divides. I see what you did there. 2 years later.
quite a lot of people have come.
It's not every day an opportunity like this comes around, so of course people will gather. 1 year later, thanks to the efforts of Touya and the women who helped him, the cure was completed. After another year, an alliance with Roos was finally formed recently. Those gathered in the flower garden now are those celebrating peace. At least, that's what it is in theory. This is like a large-scale matchmaking party.
Oh?
The venue was filled with a different kind of enthusiasm from that of the celebration, as it was a joint bilateral event and a mixed-gender event. By the way, Auri came a little while ago.
Oh, I feel my old wounds aching.
Oh, where? If you're in pain, you should take a rest.
What? I'm just having chest pains, seeing my beloved princess staring so hotly at another man.
You must be feeling fine if you can joke around like that.
I'm quite serious. Unlike Mr. Auri, I'm an uncool king who was protected by everyone. It would be hard not to be jealous.
You are cool. There aren't any other kings who would be protected by everyone. And I love your humanity.
Is that so?
I've been saying that for the past 2 years, haven't I? Keep doubting me and I'll punch you.
You can punch me all you want.
I don't want him to say such things with a serious face. You know, I keep saying it, but no matter what kind of Touya you are, I love you. I kiss him softly while people weren't paying attention. Ooh! I smirked while looking up at his surprised face up close. I love you, Touya. I love you. So let's be together.
Even if I'm not really Touya.
Idiot. You are Touya, everything included. Up to now, you've never put on a mask. The you who desperately tried to become Touya, and the Touya I met afterwards. I love all of you.
Then you will continue to be my queen.
If there's somewhere else I could go, I'd like you to tell me.
I see. Then...
We hugged deeply, our body temperatures overlapping. I was intoxicated by the sweetness of his eyes on me as I felt my heartbeat begin to shorten to short intervals.
I will love you with everything I have. Even in death, I will not give you to another man.
Even though I told you to be happy.
Do you want to go to another man?
What if I did?
I'd go mad. I'm doing my best to stay sane right now.
I was a little surprised at how clearly he spoke. I felt that his honesty was the same as before, but slightly different. You've become quite honest in the last 2 years.
You said you love everything about me, so I decided not to overdo it.
By the way, do your old wounds really hurt?
Oh, not anymore.
Speaking plainly, I look at him with half-open eyes. Then what was that before?
I've been working all day without a break. I should be allowed to have a temporary ailment.
You'll make Uru cry with worry.
Uru is aware of that much.
Oh, really? The wise and capable Uru was sentenced to house arrest for a while after the battle, but was effectively acquitted as the one who saved the king. Good. Since returning to work, he has served us more vigorously than ever before.
Oh my. You were really lovely, taking care of me so well.
Are you being honest or malicious?
You love all of me, don't you?
I cringe at the sound of his voice, which is a mixture of gentleness, sweetness, and a trace of venom.
Tell me you love me.
If you promise me.
What?
Before you go crazy, say it properly. If you hold me like you did before, I won't forgive you.
I understand.
Really?
Yeah. My cute queen, I will follow all your heart's desires.
You really are a bonehead.
Hey, that's not fair.
What isn't fair? Touya, laughing deep from his throat, nibbles on my ears. The echoes transmitted directly through my skin licked me from the inside out. Sure.
I love you so much. All of my bones are melting.
I wonder if Touya knows that it is this heat that is melting me. I think he only believes about half of what I'm saying. But that'll be proven if we stay together until we die. To think that way, my bones must have melted considerably.
Oh, right. I thought of a name for this flower. This is the flower that saved us, so it would be sad if we never named it. So I thought I'd give it a new name so we don't forget our fresh start on this day.
So, what's the name?
Bayal.
Aww. It all came full circle. I love that. That's...
You don't like it?
I see.
That was an unexpected reaction.
I just thought it was because the promise from our first time was fulfilled.
First time?
The current Touya might not know about this. The first time I met Bayal, he promised that he'd get rid of the rot. While I was deeply moved by myself, I heard Mole calling from far away.
Your Majesty! Lord Noel wants you to tell us the name of the flower that will be announced today.
Ah, look how happy the two of them are here. Cuties.
Ah, the name of this flower is...
A crimson flower that could not be overcome. The dancing petals dye the leisurely flowing river. Now it is a bridge of hope. Yay. Bridge of hope for the win. And now unites instead of divides. Oh, okay. I mean, you gotta admit, that route feels very quote-unquote canon, right? It had, like, vows from way back in the past. Her life was saved by... I'm still not entirely sure if it was our Touya or the first Touya that saved her with the flower, but regardless, she was saved by this flower. Then she reunites with this Touya, who her mom was his handmaiden, and Solana and Shalu had like a big part in this, to the point that they're like standing hand in hand with her and all the other women to form like this wall between the two countries. It feels very canon, right? Like a whole anime season happened in this route. So I gotta enjoy it for that aspect alone. Touya, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about him. I like him still. His route definitely surprised me. Thought we were going like full on, you know, and they were childhood friends and became lovers, but it had that unexpected twist of a twin brother. But he did meet her as a kid all those years ago, just the once. But yeah, I'm gonna have to chew on this one a bit. I was also expecting a little bit more to do with the rot, like how it got started, but we didn't really learn about that. That might be a rusy thing, or we may just never know. We only got like hints of stuff, so I don't know. It was good though. I enjoyed it. Best end. Really, you don't have an after credits either. Well, aren't you not fancy? That's so interesting. I wonder why a lot of the earlier routes had epilogues, but you do not. Except for the epilogue. No after credits epilogue. Okay. Well, that is gonna be that for right now, guys. I hope you enjoyed Touya's best ending. I certainly did. I don't know where it's gonna fall for me. I don't think it's my favorite, but it's not my least favorite, so somewhere in the middle. I'll have to wait and see how the epilogue treats him. Yeah, I'm gonna chew on it for a bit. It was solid. It was really, like, story-wise, top tier, for sure. Touya has a love interest? I'm not sure. He scares me. Still gives me Toma vibes, you know? I have bad endings still to go with him, so I'm kind of like, eh. But we will see how that plays out. Yeah. So next time we will do the epilogue, and then we'll get into bad ends. But for now, thank you for joining me, guys. Until next time, I will see you later.